Welcome back to Nostradamus. All right, we're gonna get into a personal story of mine, and basically it explains why I cannot work full time, at least right now, and that is because I have an inoperable brain tumor, and it currently has affected me the last 7 years of my life. How it was found was back in March of 2014. I had a seizure when I was laying in bed. I basically ended up in the hospital, and that is where I was diagnosed with having a small but basically real hard to extract brain tumor from the temporal lobe. What it has affected is it has affected my memory. It has affected some of my confidence, a lot of my confidence actually. Uh, and basically, it has stopped me from living the full time experience that I once did before. Uh, the other thing that has happened to me is I have had epileptic seizures. I have fallen down standing basically before with this condition. So if I'm over taxed body wise, basically, that's when my body starts giving out. So it's given out to me when I've been sick. It's given out to me when I've been super exhausted. Yeah. So basically, what it makes me, so it kind of damns me in two ways for work. One is if I explain what it does to me and my body, no one's going to hire me. But if I to go to work without mentioning any of the problems that I run into, then I'm just going to end up doing it on the job, and they're just going to fire me on the spot just for performance there anyway. So, damned if I do, damned if I don't. So, I guess I got to go full steam ahead on some of this media stuff and YouTube. So, yeah. So, I'm trying to go more full self, full full self-esteem. I don't have that just yet. I'm working on it, but uh, full steam ahead. There we go. Full steam ahead, and hopefully I can move forward with my life with a brain tumor that currently cannot be operated on. Oh boy. And to be honest with you, I wish I had better advice for people after about 7 years of this, but all I can say is try to lean on to friends and family members. They understand, they care. Just try to do what you can, basically, because you do matter, and hopefully I still matter. That's hopefully why I'm making some of these YouTubes for you. It's not the easiest topic for me to talk about. One of the things I would say definitely is if you haven't considered therapy, please do, especially if you have a neurological condition or if you have just any sort of physical condition that you're down and out about. It really can be a life changer. It really can be a game changer. So don't be afraid to lean into good PT or good just physical training or just any sort of therapy in general. So I do recommend that. What else? Otherwise, I try not to get too down about myself publicly anymore, but it's kind of getting to me a little bit as far as, I didn't choose for this to happen to me. I have spent tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills just paying this off, just to work this off. And it hasn't been easy. I've pretty much spent every dime that I've ever saved that I probably could save up for a house. Then I tried a business that didn't work out, and most of that's my fault, so I don't really want to get into that. But basically, the next goal of mine is to hopefully do this Nostradamus channel, do Western Montana Views. That's the brother sister channel to this, and Western Montana Views is basically an opinions channel of good quality outdoors tech that works in the state of Montana. So Montana approved, pretty much. Nostradamus is my own rantings and musings and why things are unfair. What can we do to make things better? Yada, yada, yada. That is what my channel is about, etc. So on and so forth. Okay. So, but I do want to say that it does feel lonely out there sometimes if you do have a disability out there. And I just want to say you're not alone. You're not alone at all. And I hope that you realize that you're awesome. And I hope that you do work on what you're supposed to do. You're on your own timetable now. I just want you to say that. If you have a disability, if you haven't had one before and you end up getting one, kind of like me unexpectedly, then basically you need to be on your own timetable. You need to not compare yourself anymore to anybody else. You need to try to live your life happily. You need to try to do what you can anyway. My life isn't perfect, but I do have a lot of good things in my life. So that's just one thing. I mean, I have a good family. I live where I want to live. There's opportunities out there for me in Montana. I hope there's more opportunities out there for me in the world. And I really do think that that is out there for me if I do try hard. But I do think that the world isn't just going to stop for me. The world isn't just going to stop for you. You should work as hard as you can. And if you can save up just that little bit of nugget, maybe you can work yourself up to an investment opportunity, whether it's doing your own job or making your own YouTube video that can be monetized or something like that. So that's what I would say is focus on what you can do, not what you're limited by. And you'll be surprised at how far you can go. And I'm noticing that I am more surprised as I go. What I have, where basically if someone took the amount of time that I took, I hope my advice would basically cut someone's time down by half or more than that of the time that it took me to work out my issues. So if you figure out your issues faster than I do, then good on you. But I've had my own struggles, and I hope that you realize that you having your own struggles isn't what defines you, but it is what makes you tougher. It's what makes you resilient. It's what makes you smarter. And basically, I don't feel there was a time where I felt completely worthless with this thing, with this brain tumor. Now I'm just on that, half glass full side. And if I can go from brain tumor to half glass full, I really do think that almost anybody can get to half glass full. If you can get to half glass full, there's opportunities there. It's not full of opportunities, but there are a few opportunities there. It makes life worth living to have that glass half full. I mean, when you're first diagnosed with a brain tumor, you are basically at half. You're not even at half empty. You are at empty. Okay, I've been trying to refill my cup ever since, basically just to get to half. Now I'm trying to get to full, of course. Everyone's trying to get to full, but if I can just, have that little bit rise, a little bit of cup rise, just a little bit, each and every little bit, every little day, then that little bit's going to add up. And I really do think that if you add up little by little, things are going to matter. So, anyway, if you have a disability, please do give a shout out. Please do give a mention. I really do feel for you. I don't like having a brain tumor either, to be honest. But I'm not going to let it fully define me. And wherever we go from here is basically going to be on my own terms and also with the people that I care about. So, and pretty much nobody else. So, other than that, I really don't care how much money I have in the bank. I really don't care what my job is. I really don't care what I do as long as I choose what I do with my life. If I can do that, then that's what makes life worth living. And that's what I've learned from having a brain tumor is you know, sometimes the only way out is through. And that's what you got to tell yourself basically is you got to keep fighting, you got to keep working hard, you got to keep, you know, trudging through. And it's not easy, and you're going to, you know, and it's okay to cry by yourself. It's okay to be hard on yourself by yourself. But then you got to get up and you got to try. So, anyway, that's my rant or musing or whatever from Nostradamus about what I have learned from my brain tumor. And I hope that maybe you learned something from this too. All right. Peace out.